Hello everyone, this is author, motivational speaker, and dating coach Matthew C. Horn bringing you a video today titled, How to Keep a Good High Value Man. Before we go any further, always remember that my videos like this are brought to you by my brand new book, How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're available at www.matthewchorn.com. And let's get right to it. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, helping to grow the channel, especially if you really like this content. I'll keep bringing it to you, just helping to grow the channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. How to Keep a Good High Value Man is the title of this one. I'm giving you 3 strategies today. And before I get to that, let me describe what the high value man is. The high value man is a man that values himself highly by my definition. By virtue of him valuing himself highly, he will be a high earner because he sees himself in a light that he should never be satisfied with his station or progression in his life, in his career, in his health, everywhere. He's progressive, he's getting results, and his results speak for himself, meaning that he's recognizable, meaning he's undeniable. You can't look at this man and say he's average or like most. He has a trail of results based on how he has shown up to life that will validate the definition of him being a high value man. And this is the man that you can build a life with. This is the man who will be stable, he's secure, he's not governed by emotion, he's governed by logic and reason. He's very present in the reality of what he needs to do to continue to be the best version of himself and subsequently give you all the best life if you join yourself with him. That is my definition of the high value man, the good high value man that I'm talking about in this video. Strategy number 1 on keeping him is to simply understand that you have to give this man a baseline of respect. Give this man a baseline of respect. By virtue of him respecting himself, he's going to respect the women in his life and the people that he encounters. Subsequently, he's going to require that you give him the same baseline of respect that he's giving back to you. Many women miss out on good, high-value men because they want to dominate and control and establish themselves as having the weight in the relationship, in the interaction, the advantage in being the more valuable commodity. They want to establish themselves as, being more valuable than him. And that often manifests itself in not giving that man a baseline of respect, even if he has given it to you. And that's an easy way to turn a high value man off because he values himself highly, meaning if he's giving you that baseline of respect, he's expecting that in return. It's not much to ask for, but oftentimes a high value man does not get that because the woman wants to posture herself as being more valuable than him. And the woman knows that you're more valuable than a man if you can disrespect him and he sticks around for it. And that's oftentimes how women will establish their dominance over a man. But this man isn't going for it because he understands the pool of men that you have to choose from, especially in the black community. A man that's together physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, giving you respect, being consistent, showing up the right way, respecting himself, and immediately impacting your space physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally because he's mastered his life in those ways. That kind of man will immediately make you better in those ways when he enters your world and your space. This is not the man you play with. You hurt yourself and you play yourself when you play with this man. Number 2, the second strategy on keeping the good, high-value man is understanding that you simply cannot treat all men the same. Okay? You have to understand you can never underestimate how much this man values himself. If a person values themselves highly, then you cannot do the normal stuff that you do with men. He's not going to tolerate the disrespect or the games or the aloofness in terms of your interest in him, keeping dates, flaking, just treating him any old kind of way. Keep in mind, 99% of men are going to go for that because they don't value themselves. They don't have a high sense of self. So in the name of having a physical interaction with you, then he's going to put up with anything. I had, somewhat of a confirming and disturbing conversation over the weekend with someone I know. And we were discussing this very thing. And in terms of not tolerating the stuff that comes with dealing with most women out here, which is going to be games, disrespect, the aloofness, of I could take it or leave it, just the standard stuff that you'll encounter on a regular basis. And a real man understands that a woman can offer that to you, but you don't have to eat it. And that's just what it comes down to. So typically that's what is going to be offered to you, especially if the woman is attractive, or even if she's not, because there's so many weak men. And that's the purpose of me introducing this part of the conversation, is that 99% of men are weak. They're weak for that meow. You know what I'm talking about. But if you have a high value man who values himself highly, you could have given that man all the meow that he can handle for a lifetime, over a consistent period of time. But if you disrespect this man and you underestimate how much he values himself, that's where the mistake is made. Making the mistake of not understanding how much this man values himself. So many women are calling this man with puzzles in their eyes and question marks, because they don't understand why he left. And because disrespect to men and men sticking around for it is such a norm that they rarely encounter a man who values himself. But you need to revere and treasure this man, because this is the solid man that you can build a life with. He's solid. He's not governed by emotions. He's not governed by his sexual urges. He's governed by logic and reason. And he's governed by his respect for himself. So any action that is not congruent with how he sees himself from a woman, he dismisses her. Third strategy is this. Understand that you cannot treat all men the same. This is the number one thing that makes women get in a position with a high value good man where they're playing from behind, where they're calling him and apologizing, because they're so full of themselves that they think they can treat every man the same, and the man is going to stick around for it. If the man values himself highly, which makes him a high value man, and he has a world to support, he has results to support that he is a high value man, meaning that he impacts the world around him wherever he goes in the same exact manner the world around him does not impact him. That is a high value man right there. And if you think that you can treat this man like you treat the rest of these weak men who are weak for that meow, who tolerate anything in the name of getting that meow, you're sadly mistaken. You're playing yourself and you're hurting yourself by thinking you can treat this man just because all of these men are chasing you. See, one thing that especially I want the black woman to accept is this, and this is going to help you tremendously. There are a tremendous amount of men that want to be with you physically, yes. No matter what you look like. These guys are chasing it. But the caliber of man who wants to be with you is a reflection of the woman that you are. And oftentimes, if you look at 28% of black women projected to never be married, that is indicative of the reality that there are not an overabundance of high value men knocking down your door for relationships or marriage. That has to be accepted. If you don't accept that, then you're going to think that you can treat every man the same. And if you think that you're going to get a rare, desired, in demand black man especially, who's independent, who has sovereignty over his life, he doesn't need anything from you, he's elevating you, he's impacting the world around him in a positive way. If you think you're going to treat that man the same way that you treat these weak men who will do anything to get close to that meow, you're tripping, you're lying, and you're delusional. And that's what will have you on the phone after you've disrespected this man like you disrespected others, thinking that he will stick around for it, and he doesn't. That will have you on the phone begging this man for a second, third, and fourth chance. But he's had enough experiences to know that if he takes you back, you won't even be able to respect him. So you don't have to lose the good, high value man. And understand that you cannot treat every man the same. You're delusional if you think that, but you're empowered if you accept that. This has been Matthew C. Horn, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach, bringing you another video today titled, How to Keep the Good, High Value Man. I hope this has been enjoyable to you. And if it has, please remember that it's brought to you by my book, my brand new book, How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. Also, if you're in need of coaching, If you want to get the results that you want with the opposite sex, man or woman, I can take you there. We'll develop a detailed game plan based on your desires and help you to walk to the doorstep of exactly what you're looking for. Also, if this video has been of value to you, if you feel as if, and if you know that your thought processes have been elevated in a great way by listening to my words and your awareness has expanded, my donation information will be in the description. I'll be back with you very soon with some more videos, and always remember, you can definitely get the good, high-value man. Take these strategies to heart. Understand you can't treat every man the same. Revere the good men who come into your life and impact your life in a positive way.